broke me and taught me how to truly hate myself, because I've never been graceful. Because I've always been more sink than swim, always heavy and scaleless, a naked bottom feeder feasting on the dead of myself, resting at the bottom of my shallow depths. Because I've always been more catfish than woman, expanding fin to steer swim inside a fresh reservoir of regret for once. I wanted to know what it felt like to catch instead of being caught and thrown back. Wanted to know love and life as jaw unhinged, because I knew my tongue was an immaculate net when cast with intention. Waited patient, kept my whiskered barbs hidden behind a reef of seduction, because I knew I couldn't get her to bite if the bait wasn't live, if the bait wasn't a lie. Before Neve, MTV, and the fat shaming, yes, I catfished somebody because I was questioning, because I was 18, double-chinned and whiskered in love with my best friend who didn't feel the blood rushing through her veins the same way I did when I said her name, because the closest thing I had to a boyfriend were all the boys I called friends who I let kiss and rub me up in closets but acted like they never knew me in public. She bought it. Was sold on the fake pics, the six-pack abs and dimples, was convinced I was that light-skinned, muscular black boy God intended. And for a moment, I was lost in the reeling in, began to lose sight of where my belly bulge began and where my gills ended. For that moment, I wanted her to consume me, my deeply battered fillet of flesh. Wanted her to struggle with my bones, the unexpected pieces of me lodged in between her teeth. Wanted her to savor me in the ways I could never savor myself. So I willingly flayed the best parts of my tongue into palatable chunks. Told her things that would make her melt like, "You're beautiful. Your smile, an infinite well I could swim in for an eternity." That was until she said she wanted to meet me. Said she wanted to dance with me and my two left feet under a crying sky. Told me I was one of those nice guys worth giving a try. On the other side of the screen was me, drowning inside my own flawed flesh, ashamed of the excess beneath my breast, ashamed of the facial hair, the manliness, ashamed because I knew she was worthy of the truth just as much as I was of love, and that neither would be easy for either of us. I gave in, confessed, ripped my true self from the contrived husk of perfection I'd been masquerading in. It'd be exactly 2 days before she'd speak to me again. 2 days spent wrestling with the monster she called me, typed in all caps, forced to confront the life-size catfish I'd become. Watched it capsize in my mirror reflection. It was there that I braved to lay the catfish to rest, and braved being woman enough to resurface.